All right, y'all. So I want to talk about all the ways that Potomac is getting it right with the season 8 trailer. Okay. Um, as many of you guys may know, it did premiere today. I was running a couple of errands, and then I wanted to also come in and digest it and see how I really felt about it, of course, and then pull in the imagery so we can discuss all of the things. So if you are in a rush, Sky Squad, we are back in the building. I'm gonna let you know this ain't no drive-by, hit it and quit it. This is gonna be an in-depth review of the trailer and all of the things that we have coming out of Bravo with regards to the Real Housewives of Potomac season 8, for which I am completely excited for. So, first things first, I got to give it up to the cast and the network for investing in a proper cast photo. One of the things that you guys will notice here is, again, we have the new cast photo. Everybody has all new looks, and we have 8 full-time housewives for season 8. I think that is perfect. 8 and 8. Get it? And for me, I think that this is something that Atlanta could also lean into, and not to really compare the two, because I think that they're like comparing apples and oranges or apples and cherry blossoms, well, peaches and cherry blossoms, I should say. But for me, I think that Atlanta should also lean into just having 8 full-time wives, or at least 7. We've never had more than 6. And I think that Potomac is doing the right thing by adding to the mix and keeping things fresh. For me, this is a win. For me, this is a home run. For me, this is, again, I feel like it's definitely giving the DMV vibes, if you guys know what I'm saying, right? All of the ladies look amazing. I feel like it's just a good look. It's just a good look. You have so many beautiful shades here of the black diaspora, and I just am so excited about what this new season has to bring. And it's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of us left Potomac with a bit of a sour taste in our mouth because of the Robyn revealing the tea via the paywall of it all. But it sounds like she's going to have to face the Piper in this season. Okay. So I want to give you guys a little bit of tea about what the press release is saying. And it says here in People magazine, it says Real Housewives of Potomac season 8 trailer teases demons, divorces, and a new grand dame. Okay. And the premiere of this will be on November the 5th. Now, um, at 8 p.m., obviously. So that's a Sunday. And this is going to be right before Married to Medicine. So it's going to be a double header in November. It also says it's a creative clip that cast the hit reality show as a 90s sitcom called Potomac Proper. Again, with the visuals for this, I did feel like, and we're gonna go through it. So, I know a lot of you guys really like trailer reactions where we get to actually play some of the trailers. So we're gonna try that. Hopefully, we don't get into any trouble with that. But as long as we do the dialogue in between and sort of keep it dialogue heavy, then I feel like we can do a proper reaction and we can stay within the YouTube guidelines. All right. So Ashley starts off the trailer and she says, well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and dive into it. I mean, I think that would be better
in our lives, and we're going to embrace that. Okay, we're going to keep Potomac weird. Okay, weird all.
All right. So as you guys can see here, this is where we start with the whole sort of sitcom-esque vibes, the Potomac Proper vibes, and then we get sort of an introduction to each of the ladies. So you guys can see here, that's the Potomac Proper of it all. I thought this was creative for me. I feel like the editing on Potomac remains top tier, and I love to see it. And we'll get into the individual stories in a bit from the press release as well. But I felt like let's just go ahead and look at it. All right, so one of the first things that I felt like I was like, y'all know how I feel about a new relationship on some of these shows, and let me know in the chatterization how you feeling about Gizelle and this man. I think his name is Jason. Is that it? From the Winter House?
Do you want me to start dancing?
So we have Gizelle casted as Cougar Town. Okay.
No, never.
We got Mia Thornton as MIA. I don't know if you guys recall. That's kind of a little bit of a callback to, I think she was that kind of her nickname when they was down to the Miami. But I mean, it really is her name, Mia.
It is tight and get that booty right.
We have Candiace, of course, as the voice because, you know, Candiace got the voice.
Oh my God. I would like to introduce.
Ooh, now this is an interesting one. Ashley Darby as Darby's former Barbie. Interesting choice of a name. Michael Darby's former Barbie.
You to Demi and Diamond.
Now, did she get them done or something like that? Well, featuring Demi and Diamond. So maybe are they new additions?
Who at the table?
I love that we have Wendy Asefo as the nutty professor. Okay.
Swallows.
I'm not going to comment. Robyn as Love and Basketball. It's Karen's face for me as the Grand Dame.
There is a.
And we have the new girl, NECA, making her grand debut. I actually, from the trailer, I kind of like her. I like her a bit.
New Grand Dame.
They're calling, I mean, Gizelle is calling her the new Grand Dame of it all. Is she the new Grand Dame? Chime down in the chatterization down below.
Potomac. If only it was that simple.
All right, so then there's more, you know, I think this might be from that pickleball event that caused a lot of controversy.
This season on The Real Housewives of Potomac.
The best drag show ever!
Now, some of this we actually saw online. There were some clips that have been going around from this particular episode when the ladies are in Houston, as you guys can see here. Wendy hitting the stage, strutting that stuff.
I had a contact high with Ganji.
Karen, who is Ganji? Who is Ganji? Did it hurt it?
Open up, Gizelle. I'm wide open.
Bam! So this is supposed to be Karen Hugo. She got the mole and all that.
I got your mole with the two pieces of hair coming out.
Ladies, this is my friend NECA I was telling you about.
So Ashley is introducing NECA as we had heard previously.
Hello, everyone.
My daddy's a rich bitch, and he made sure his daughter was a rich bitch too.
I ain't mad at it. Let's talk this generational wealth up in this building, okay?
Thanks for buying me a $2 million house.
I most definitely think that you married Michael for his money.
Do y'all think Ashley married Michael for the cash rules, everything around me? Queen is the money, dollar bill, y'all.
Did you marry Gordon for his money?
I might have.
See, now if we gonna get this type of energy from Mia, come on with it. Come on with it. I mean, what I do like about Mia is that she be like, yeah, probably did, maybe, I don't know, yeah, could have.
I actually had
Can I go back to something? I want to show y'all this right here. When you are not the focus of the scene, I talk about this a lot with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because Kyle is really, really good at this. When you are not the focus of the scene, you have to still make your presence known. The best way to do that is to give over-the-top non-verbals. And Karen, I would say Candiace is also good at this. Wendy's good at this. Ashley Darby's actually really good at this as well. is the giving of a non-verbal reaction that the camera can cut to. So always remember that. If you guys, when you watch the shows, I want you guys to also start to watch with another little critical eye to see who also is showing up and is present in the scene. And this is one of those things that I love to see, right?
I actually had retained a divorce attorney.
Now, I want to know, was this recent or was this something old? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, from what we can see online, they still look, you know, happily ever after and things like that. So maybe I'm assuming this was at some time maybe in the past.
I come to bed and you're sleeping.
Yeah, because you come to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you guys feel like you need to go to bed at the same time as your spouse? That's a question that I feel like I really ask. Whether they're your spouse, your boyfriend, your situationship or whatever. Do you feel like you should go to bed at the same time, or are you okay with the two of you guys going to bed at different times? Let me know in the chat.
I feel so guilty.
I feel like you're ready and prepared to go to college.
Yeah.
You know, these girls is ready. Gizelle, these girls is ready to get up out the house. What you gonna do? And it'll be interesting to see how Gizelle's storyline evolves once all the girls are gone out of the house. What will her storyline center around? Because this is a real thing. She's a real mom who's experiencing her girls leaving the house. And I personally feel like let's focus more on that because that's real to her. So let's see more of it. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody reads Gizelle like her little girls.
But it is like ripping my heart out.
Old dog, I need you to find some new tricks, okay?
Did she call her an old dog that needs to find some new tricks? She talking to Karen.
Hey, you are the trick.
Where did their relationship go so far south? They can't, you know what I'm saying? I just need to know. But you see here how Ashley is given nonverbal. She is not the centerpiece of the scene, but she knows to show up for the scene. I love it. I love to see it.
The mother who is suing me is still married to the woman sitting in there.
Okay, so we had heard about this lawsuit last season stemming from, I believe, something that Candiace said from last season about Michael allegedly put the alleged badge up here, going to see somebody to do something to a sausage. That's all I can, this was allegations, okay? So I'm assuming that that's what this is about. And I'm kind of glad we're getting to hear where this whole thing is going. Hopefully they can resolve it peacefully.
Kiss my ass.
Walk
Well, maybe they won't be. I don't know. Okay.
away so I can see it.
Only.
That is so immature.
You know, I mean, does anybody feel like Candiace and Ashley should, in theory, really get along like I do? I mean, they're both pageant queens. You know what I'm saying? They are probably around the same age. It's unfortunate that they can never seem to get on the same page. But I mean, fortunate for us because it provides another little bit of frenemyship. Well, really enemyship because they ain't never really been on the best of. I don't know. I feel like with a couple of good drinks, they could probably get along.
Juan was in the nail salon. Juan was in the laundromat. Juan was at the hotel. That's a Juan moment.
See, now this is the conversation that should have happened last season, Gizelle. Here's the thing, and we talked about this. If anybody was going to confront this situation, it should have been Gizelle. It could have been a situation where Robyn sat her down and said, listen, if we got to talk about, I got to talk about what's going on in my life. Let me talk about it with somebody that I know at least cares about me in that regard. And granted, hindsight is 20/20. Because I also realized too that if Robyn is going through this and you really don't, and it's embarrassing to you, you may not want to talk about it. But again, then don't talk about it off the platform that pays you, and then put it behind the paywall. I think that's where we were really upset with her at.
People always got something to say. I don't care.
Clearly. Okay. So this is Robyn complaining about how she's being made the villain and she didn't do nothing to any of the ladies. And so now she's sitting on the curb by her lonesome. I don't really have much sympathy for her, mostly because I also felt like she was responsible for going after certain people last season. Now, granted, in some instances she was defending herself, but I also feel like when you tap-toeing like in the glass house, like tap dancing in the glass house, you probably maybe don't want to do that, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna look at it. I'm trying to look at it from the bright side. I try to go into every new season with a different level of a different lens and letting the past go. This, if she's going to be open about it, then this at least provides some actual story that we can hopefully see her journey through. And I'm sort of interested in seeing this through her lens if she's really going to open up about it, because, you know, I mean, I think it's interesting. And for me, I also find this idea that if you're going to stay in a marriage, like, how do you overcome this level of embarrassment to you, and then how do you deal with it amongst your circle of friends, some who may hold your feet to the fire for, you know, being so vocal about what you should be sharing versus what they should be sharing.
Wendy's mom started saying that she has a shrine.
Now, don't nobody better not say nothing bad about Wendy mama. I like Wendy mama, okay? But Miss Necka, who is new, is telling us the mama got a shrine.
She's doing voodoo on you?
My mom worshiped our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
At day, by night, she's submitting names to shrines.
The shrines? What is the shrine? Lord, let me Google the shrine. Wait. It's just gonna probably give me the actual definition, but I feel like the shrine that they talking about is something different. A shrine in the dictionary on the Google says a place regarded as holy because of its associations with a divinity or a sacred person or relic marked by a building or other construction. So it don't really sound that bad, does it? I mean, I don't know. Is she submitting the names to the shrine to pray for them?
This is the demons coming to get us.
Not the demons. Oh, not the demons from Doja Cat video. Lord have mercy, those are scary.
The motherfucking bazooka come at me the again.
We knew that Wendy and Necka was gonna go at it because we had heard about it from the internet streets.
Just shut up.
No, I'm not shutting up.
Shut up. I ain't listening to your raggedy ass.
Okay.
You know, Karen and Robina will be forever going at it, y'all. They will be forever going at it. Okay, so now let's talk a bit about what we're gonna be getting. Oh, y'all, it says Sharice Jackson Jordan is back. You know, I don't have no issue with Sharice, for real. We actually share the same birthday. So, you know, I mean, kudos to Sharice. But she back, okay? Hopefully she got a new story, not coming after Karen, because I don't really want to hear that same old stories back again, okay? I don't want to hear it. So let's go through the synopsis for each of the ladies, all right? Don't they look good? Giselle looks good right here. I ain't gonna lie. You can't hate on the woman. It says Gizelle Bryant is in a situationship with Jason Cameron from Bravo's Winter House. Situationship is probably the best way to put this, who is 16 years her junior, and the West Wing has never been more alive. He's a fun distraction as she prepares for her firstborn Grace to head to college. Although Gizelle is in a good place with Karen, she and Robyn are experiencing a different facet of their friendship as Gizelle is no holds barred about expressing her feelings towards Juan's actions. Again, this to me is appropriate, okay? It's appropriate for, where we are with the ladies of this franchise. All right, so next we're going to be talking about Robyn. All right, so let's talk about her. And this is again from the press release. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can read it, as well as a link to the trailer as well, so you guys can see it without my commentary, because I know sometimes you want to see that. It says, amidst the Juan cheating rumors, Robyn has decided to remain by his side. She gonna stick beside him. And everyone has something to say about it. While her friend group supports her, they wonder if she's truly happy or if she's just making excuses for her partner. What do you guys think? Let us know in the chatterization down below. And then further, again, like there are plenty of people who stay in relationships with a partner who has had an indiscretion. I mean, think about it. I mean, a lot of marriages that have lasted the test of time have possibly experienced something like this in their past. Maybe not on the public platform like this, but still. Anyway, for Karen, it's triple 20 milestone, aka age 60, who, again, this woman does not look 60, who is entering this era in stride, but a health scare causes her to make some changes with her lifestyle. You guys remember last season, Karen was calling chicken the dirty bird. So I'm assuming maybe she's going to be cutting something else out of her, life. I mean, maybe her diet or something. Anyway, as she continues to build on the legacy of her family in Surrey County, she has decided to restore the home that once belonged to her grandmother into a guest house / lodge. Karen and Gizelle have called a truce for the time being, are closer than ever, but Karen resents Mia for spreading rumors and Robyn for not being upfront with the group. So we'll see how that plays out, because you knew if anybody was going to be confronting Robyn, it was definitely going to be Karen. So let's talk about Candiace. It says Candiace is extremely busy touring her Deep Space Deluxe album in multiple cities. And I want to say shout out to Candiace for really going all in on this debut album. I'm actually ready for her to work on a new album, but I support this notion of let's really hit the pavement, let's hit the ground with this album. And so I got to give her props for doing that, because I think that there are so many, sometimes we see a lot of reality TV stars enter into this music space, but not really take it seriously. And I love that Candiace is taking it seriously and going all in. She says, but bankrolling the cost is taking a toll on her and Chris, and she needs to figure out her next move. Maybe she needs a sponsor. I'm sure at this stage, it would not be hard to find with the right assist from management. Anyway, it says already stressed out. She becomes even more anxious due to a recent health discovery. So it sounds like she too is going through a health thing. Within the group, relationships are strained as Candiace is going through her usual on again, off again with Ashley, not speaking with Gizelle, and going through a rough patch with Robyn. As we had previously discussed, we had heard a little bit about this from not only interviews. I know a lot of you guys pointed to an interview that she did with Aaron from House of Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. But also something that, Ashley had expressed to Page 6, which we did talk about here on this channel. All right. Speaking of Ashley, let's move on down. Let's ease on down the road to her. Did I put Ashley on here? Oh, I forgot to put the Ashley slide in here. My apologies, Ashley. You look beautiful. So we'll just go to the group shot. I ended up putting Robyn in twice. So speaking of Ashley, it says here, Ashley has settled into her new home with sons Dean and Dylan, but whether she's getting a divorce still remains a hot topic among the women. As she contemplates the life of a single mother and the financial challenges that lie ahead, she questions how she will support her family. Now, this was kind of her story last season, so I would have wanted to have seen more of a progression in the story, but maybe things have progressed in a way that we just don't know yet. All right. So let's go to Wendy. It says Wendy Acefo is taking on another endeavor, and this time it will combine her interest in politics, mental health, and good gossip. I'm hoping that maybe it's a podcast, but it could be something different. It says the group dynamic presents a challenge as she's not in a good place with Gizelle and Robyn, and the arrival of a new housewife, Nneka, rubs her the wrong way. So it sounds to me like, I can see the divide in this group already. All right. So then as we move along let's go to Miss Mia. It says Mia Thorne and her husband Gordon have been through it this past year with the loss of their CEO titleship in the joint chiropractor franchise. I'm assuming it's a franchise, right? Anyway, it says the mounting tension has caused her to seek a divorce lawyer, but not ready to give up. She gives couples therapy a try. Mia takes steps towards making amends with Karen, but persistent rumors make it difficult for them to move on, as we saw in the trailer. And then finally, we have the new cast member. It says attorney and entrepreneur Nneka Ihem is a first-generation Nigerian American who enjoys the finer things in life. She and her husband, Dr. Akenna Ihem, recently bought a beautiful Potomac house that is being renovated. She's looking forward to building new friendships with the women, but surprising tensions rise between her and Wendy as family secrets are uncovered. I'm assuming this could be talk of the shrines of it all, whatever that may be. And maybe it's something that I just don't know about yet. So anyway, that's the trailer. That is all the things. I wanted to, again, compile all of the visuals and everything so we could really get a comprehensive look at what this new season is going to bring. Let us know if you are excited about the Real Housewives of Potomac premiering November 5th at 8 p.m. And then right after that, we will get what I'm assuming will be the premiere of Married to Medicine with Phaedra Parks. So it's going to be a big night on Sunday nights this fall. Let me know your thoughts on all of this, the trailer and everything, and what you're what you are excited for and what you're not excited for. And I will catch you all, of course, in the next video.
So, Desiree Davenport, what are you hoping to accomplish with this show?
Honestly, I've lost everything in the most horrible way possible. And listen, I want it all back. I'm willing to build it piece by piece, and I mean brick by brick.
Oh, honey, she is done. I bet you a Birkin she doesn't last all season with us. Just watch.
I'm Misha Hill, and I'd like to consider myself the matriarch of this dynamic group of ladies. I mean, someone has to keep them under control.
I'm Davita Delaney.
I mean, I think I could teach these ladies a thing or two about how to get and keep a good man.
They said she was a gold digger. She ain't do that for me. I'm just really looking forward to being surrounded by other empowering bosses.
Yes, I know exactly what she's doing. And if she keep playing in my face, I'm gonna have to let out all her dirty little secrets just like she did to me. And I'm not playing.
Let's get this straight. If I brought you into this circle, I just as easily can take you out. She ain't running nothing over here, okay? She needs to be worried about running that household and worried about why that husband of hers is never at home.
Oh, hell.
Ooh, child, this is about to be a mess.
Oh my God, I hate mess. What in the world did I get myself into?